The doctor who's responsible for keeping us safe when it comes to drugs, the Food and Drug Administration, is Dr. Marty Makary, and he joins me now. Doc, thank you for being with me again.
Good to be with you, Chris.
Now, I know this is a little bit of a tough spot for you, but the president says things that I don't believe is what you guys were saying in the release, but this is what he said. Tylenol is not good. Don't take it. No downside to not taking it. Is that what you want the American people to believe?
Well, Chris, I'd encourage you to keep an open mind on this. Autism is a cruel disease. I've seen kids suffer. They cry, they get frustrated, they get angry, they can't talk, they want to talk, they know they can't talk, and it's epidemic in the United States. And this research is not a split decision as you described. 27 studies found an association between prenatal use of acetaminophen and autism. And you know, there were 13 studies that went the other way, but the authors concluded that the higher quality studies favored an association. And if I can just quote the dean of the Harvard School of Public Health, my former institution, quote unquote, there is a causal relationship between prenatal acetaminophen and the neurodegenerative disorders of ADHD and autism spectrum disorder. And what's the downside? Most of the fevers that people take Tylenol for are low-grade fevers. They don't need to be treated. That's part of the practice of medicine, is we over-medicate people for low-grade fevers. There's actually research out of Johns Hopkins that shows if you don't medicate a child for a infection, you'll actually have a shorter duration of illness, because many believe the fever is the body's natural way of ridding themselves of the infection.
I get it. I get it. I got a boss in my family who believes that and is an integrative nutritionist. I got a sister who's a doctor. I'm not fighting for pills, okay? I almost never take anything. And I call it a split decision because it's 27 out of 46. And that's not 10. And it's a split decision. And you're right that they did suggest that certain of the studies were more compelling. But also, the president says Harvard is FOS, right? That's a repository of lies and fake news. So, you know, I don't know that I would rely on Harvard with your audience as much as you are right now. But here's my thing. Help me with the context on this. I'm not asking for people to pop Tylenol. I just want to know what people should believe and not believe. And when it comes to autism, you know, the more homework I do, it seems like since 2013, the diagnostic criteria for autism have been exploded. Now, how much of that is responsible for why now it seems like I never heard about anybody having autism when I grew up? And now it's like you hear one of every 3 kids seems to be on the spectrum. Is this because you guys changed how you identify it and what you call autism?
Well, that's a little bit of it, but I don't think that's most of the increase in incidence. You just don't see people in their 60s and 70s with severe autism, with the repetitive motions, with the tics, individuals that are completely nonverbal from birth and from their early childhood. This is an explosion that's happening in our lifetime. And look, Tylenol may be one cause. There may be other causes. We're exploring that with the NIH. It may be related to mitochondrial dysfunction. It may be related to the microbiome, may be related to other environmental factors. The good news of this story is that, and the part I hope gets as much coverage as the Tylenol warning, is the good news of leucovorin. For many kids with autism, it will provide some improvement in their symptoms, and for some subset, marked improvement, because autism has been identified to be an autoimmune disease in some kids, whereby an antibody blocks the folate receptor in the brain, and so this critical vitamin is not getting inside the brain, and that's why the nerves are not developing in the brain. And this leucovorin treatment bypasses the blocked receptor, and there has been impressive improvement in kids who have taken leucovorin. So talk to your doctor about it. They may order an antibody test first, but there are 2.5 million kids suffering, and I hope hundreds of thousands of them will see some improvement with this new treatment that we're going to approve in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.